Hi guys, welcome back. We're back.
Live.
Episode 262 of Hello Dysfunction
Yep.
with Crystal.
And Patty.
Here we
Fria.
are.
Sorry. I don't know why I had my microphone in my fucking lap.
It's so hot.
You guys don't even know my skin's melting off.
Yeah, we poured water on ourselves, and it did actually help a lot because I was in a full
Panic.
like hot flash feeling sweat. And we got a
trailer
fan.
air conditioning. Mm-hmm.
It feels
wet
good.
your sweat.
It helps so good.
So great.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Crystal has been very sick.
Almost died.
I had to stop making jokes about it because it got really serious.
I can't remember ever being that sick in my life.
I didn't even want my kids anywhere around you.
Like,
I almost got into it with Bunny. Like, I need you to not be at their house. You don't understand. Like, I just kept thinking I'm going to have to nurse Peace through up into another
it was so bad.
steroid treatment again.
there was one point. So I had fevers because, of course, this terrible ass virus that was already horrible. Mine morphed into the worst sinus infection I've had since I was probably like 19 when I wound up hospitalized for it. But I had fever of 102 for 6 days straight. I felt like I was going fucking crazy.
You were still having a fever after like 3 days. I was like, oh, this is like not regular illness because usually 2 to 3 days and that's it for a fever.
Oh no, I felt like I was losing my mind. And then at one point, I'm in the shower. I have it on only hot water for the steam. And I have the nebulizer on doing a breathing treatment, like with the full face mask.
Yeah.
And I still fucking couldn't breathe. The fucking mucus was so thick. Not that I couldn't breathe. The mucus was so thick.
Was it tight?
Just the mucus was so thick, I couldn't move it. And then when I would finally get a little out, it would like shoot across the room in like a ball. And it would be
That's really disgusting.
So thick that
Mark said he coughed up a blood clot like yesterday or the day before.
it was bad.
You both had it. And I was like, Bunny, listen.
Naya had it. Julian had it. Naya brought it in here from somewhere.
Yeah, I told her I'll come get you from wherever y'all are going to be at. They went to a bonfire or whatever it was like last week. And I was like, that was when a lot of you were sick. I don't know. I was just like, please, like, and tell Stevie come to our house. Like, I don't want you there. But
I fucking paid Julian. I gave him gas money. I was like, get all the kids. Make sure everybody makes it home.
Thank God.
And then, Stevie, she tries to, she's a crystal when it comes to being outside.
She's
bitch.
a crystal in a lot of ways.
Yes. All of a sudden, she calls me and she's like, can you pick us up at 11? And I'm like, what do you mean pick you up at 11? Naya and Julian are leaving. And she goes, yeah, well, we're going to stay. And I said, bitch, no, you're not.
I had text Bunny, I think, at that point, and I was like, I'm coming to get you because I was leaving.
I'm sending the police to come get you.
Antioch. And I was like, I'm passing that way anyway.
Good.
I'm going to pick you up. And she was like, why? With hella question marks and exclamation. Then starts calling my phone. Why? Why? Please. I'm like, oh my God, I just fuck it. Bye.
If you get sick, you
quarantine.
stay there.
Yeah, you're going to quarantine over there.
You fucking stay there. It was bad. So my doctor gave me azithromycin. I called and I asked her. Thank God I caught her before she went on vacation. But I was like, I had Augmentum, but I really don't like taking Augmentum because fucking it gives me yeast and I hate dealing with it.
That was going to be my next question.
But azithromycin doesn't. It's fabulous.
Good.
And it usually
knocks it out. That's a Z-Pack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it. And my mom told me actually, because right now they use Z-Packs for a multitude of things. Mm-hmm. Like it's very kind of generalized. Mm-hmm. And my mom was saying that they're going to stop doing that. That they want
people to not get resistant or something. Like, what's the reason? Because they make you almost have to put a gun to their head to prescribe antibiotics now, and I don't like that.
The resistant thing is an issue, but also they want a more oh God, what's the fucking word?
They want a supply for Israel. No. What are they doing with it? Like, why can't we have it? They're doing something dumb. I know it's something dumb.
They want an antibiotic use that's more specific to the condition that needs antibiotics. So instead of being so general and being like...
Why? If it works, why?
I don't know exactly.
Don't piss me off.
I said, oh, Mom, you can't say fucking I'm a nurse anymore.
Don't tell her that.
Oh, bitch, she's already waiting. So my mom retired while I was sick. I wasn't contagious anymore. I was already on my antibiotics. It was already a sinus infection. Her coworkers threw a retirement party. Her coworker's married to a doctor. The house is beautiful. The backyard is beautiful. It was, you could tell she was very loved.
Yeah.
And so my mom retired after 30 something years at Kaiser.
God.
But, my mom loves Carolyn.
Yeah.
Not.
Right. What
for everybody else.
Yeah. What happened?
I brought Carolyn to mom's retirement.
You were like, surprise!
Party.
She's in a bikini. Oh, there was a pool. It was like a pool party. Surprise! Guess who's here? And their flip flops.
I brought her, and her coworkers were like, "Who's this, Charlene?"
This is Charlene's sister. Her favorite sister.
I said, "It's her ex-husband's sister."
Everybody pour her a drink. Oh God.
And so they did this Jeopardy thing. I'm getting totally off track, but they did this Jeopardy thing, like a Jeopardy game regarding like questions about my mom and shit.
Oh.
One of them was like, who does Charlene love more than Tony and the kids? And me and Will were like, Billy. We yelled out Billy.
Good. I'm so glad you
Even
did
Papa
that.
thought it was hilarious.
Well, what was the answer?
Her cat Diesel.
Oh my God.
It's not a lie.
I feel like they know a different Charlene for sure.
For
so
sure.
I don't think you guys would have got a lot of answers right. Like you don't even know that Charlene.
For sure. I'm like, the answer is Papa. It's
Right.
always Papa.
That's it.
If Papa's a choice, it's Papa.
Mm-hmm.
Always. But that was really nice. But yeah, fucking the Z-Pack was amazing. It worked.
Good.
This cough is really lingering. My mom got sick too.
Great.
Because she had to take Nye to the doctor.
You gave her that for retirement.
Yeah.
Nice. Glad I couldn't make it.
For real. So we all have like this lingering stupid cough.
Yeah, it's bad.
I know. I was telling her.
I haven't seen you in so long. I feel weird.
Forever.
I have a lot of notes and a lot to catch up on.
I have a few. I do have a few.
Let me look.
I laid in bed. I
week.
actually was so sick. I laid in bed. I didn't run to the fucking store. I wasn't fucking
Good.
puffing hella cigarettes. I told her I've been smoking Marlboro Ultralights. I'm not even smoking Parliament Lights no more. And I'll probably stay on those. I was in fucking bed. I've read 3 books.
That makes me so happy. That there's one right here.
Yeah.
That brings me so much joy.
I started this
Because you
one
used to
last
read
night.
so much. And yeah, I'm so glad you're back at it.
Yeah, I've been flying fucking through them.
Good.
I forgot how much I loved. There's a series by Jonathan Kellerman. And it's 2 best friends. One's a homicide detective. He's gay. And then the other best friend is a psychologist, a children's psychologist. And the homicide detective always ends up pulling in the psychologist friend on cases. And it's such a good series. It's the Alex Delaware and Milo Sturgis series. If you guys are into like murder, crime, fucking
Is it
forensics. I mean, they give details of the crime, but it's not like he fucking
Cut his legs off and fucked it or
shoved
something.
the knife up her pussy
Yeah,
back and
that's
forth.
what I
Blood
want.
was squirting
Yeah,
out.
I need that.
It'll be like, fucking the knife was rammed up her pussy, but it's left at that. It's not like
Not enough.
making
Yeah.
noises and shit.
And describing the smell. I need that. They tasted it.
While we're
Like
on
I need all that. Sorry, something's wrong with me.
Oh God, very. Where I became uber highly fucking sensitive. You're like void of all of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So funny.
I have to try to feel
How
something.
was the book, This Little Life?
Okay, so let's do that. I have that in my notes. I finished it. I was chipping away
Did
at it.
you cry?
No. Nope. I
No.
didn't. No, but I have a lot to say.
Okay.
So let me go where that is. I finished it, and this is like the biggest book I've ever read in my life. It's like 814 pages. And so it was intimidating, but like from the reactions, because it was viral. And so from the reactions that I saw from everybody, I was like, it's worth it. It seems worth it to me. So, and I'm usually somebody that doesn't watch movie trailers, I go into shit blindly, and
You're
so
insane.
I didn't know the premise of this book. I just knew it was getting these crazy reactions from people. So I still didn't get a trailer of any kind. So, I start reading it, and, there was a couple quotes. I relate to the book in a lot of ways. Like, some of the main characters didn't have parents. Some went through a lot of childhood trauma and it got pretty dark. Some did survival sex work. Some they all created their own family. It's basically a story about 4 best friends, guys, and them trying to make it. And they do make it. They end up really successful, but they have dark situations. Some have dark beginnings, but they create their own family. They're not so much close to their real family. So I definitely could relate
For sure.
to that. But there was a couple of quotes in the book too that I wanted to share. One of them who ended up really successful and I'm not going to say happy, but doing well and taking care of themselves well in adulthood that started out really, really dark, had said life had compensated for its losses. And so it's like life was making up for the way that it started out. And I've felt that a lot growing up, to where I am now. And just, I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful. And I pray every day, just gratitude about my family that I have, my life, my place where I live, that we have everything we need and some, you know what I mean? Just I feel like life is kind of throwing me a bone because it knows how hard my beginning was,
For sure.
So that, and then also, his life was begging him to forgive it. And I'm that's kind of my situation too. Not so much begging because I'm not some big millionaire or whatever, but I'm content finally. And I didn't think, one, that I would ever see the age that I'm at right now.
For sure.
Honestly, didn't. And that I would be as self-sufficient and doing as well as I am on my own as I am, So it's again, it's just life making up for all the bullshit in the beginning.
I have something that relates to that. I'll wait till you're done and then.
But yeah, just that I could totally relate. I'm happy and I'm content finally. So that's a really good feeling, place to be. If I died right now, I feel like I lived a really good life and I'm happy.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I still am trying to achieve something. I'm really happy with my career. I'm really happy with my family, my kids, especially. I have everything really right now that I want.
I agree.
Another thing that was kind of explained in the book. One of the characters was explaining that they were giving advice to their friend and they were relationships don't provide everything. In your partner, your spouse, whatever, you get 3, maybe 4 things that you really want, right? Your must-haves, and then everything else you get from somebody else. So if you have to sacrifice some things with your partner, don't feel bad about it because you're never going to really have a partner that has everything. So don't put that expectation on a person and on your partner. Figure out what your must-haves are and your deal breakers and shit that you have to have. Get 3 or 4 of those, and that could be your soulmate, your ideal partner. You have friends and you have other family and shit that fill the other voids, and I feel like I have that in you guys, so a lot of that, those characteristics and traits and shit I definitely get from you guys that I wouldn't even care if a partner really had that, you know? Like, I don't know if I'm explaining that right.
No,
but like
you
pick your essentials, you know, and it's like they're not all gonna come from your significant other.
Yeah, I find it crazy when people only want to be around their partner.
Yeah.
All the time.
Just and put that pressure just on the partner for everything. I feel like that's...
want to go with them everywhere. Want to do everything.
Yeah.
I think that's weird.
I think it's setting yourself up for problems, too, just because it's like putting all that pressure and expectation on one person when it should be kind of spread out, I think. I don't know.
I also think it's because maybe we are hyper fucking
independent. Yeah.
And it's not normal to be so fucking hyper independent. And I had the second part of my ADHD evaluation yesterday, but finish that and then I'm gonna go over it. It was 2 fucking hours.
Okay, I can't wait to hear about that. But the book, so basically the book, if you guys are going to read it, I'm going to record a review for the book just to kind of give pointers that you might want to know before jumping into this book, because some people might think it starts out slow, but it's not. Like, it's really important that you get to know these characters, because the writing style of the author, like, they go, like, you go into chapters and they're not saying who's talking. There's not dialogue like that. Like, it'll just be a person talking, and you have to use your knowledge that you learned about these characters to figure out who's talking, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. It's different. It's a really different writing style than I'm used to ever. It was hard to figure out at first, and I felt better when I saw that some people had notes and shit in their book, and they were like, I literally had to do this so that I could keep track of the characters and be able to differentiate who's talking and shit.
Damn.
But I was able, like, because it's like that from the beginning, but like you catch on pretty quick, you know, and so it was new, but once I got into rhythm, it was okay. In the beginning,
you
though,
recommend it? The book.
I would.
Would you ever read it again?
Yeah, I would. While I wanted to feel something and I wanted to cry, and but I couldn't. I don't know if it's because I'm medicated right now and so I'm just numbed out, or if it's just because real life is like a little more traumatic we've experienced than the shit in this book.
Yeah.
I'm kind of finding that in movies and in books and in documentaries and shit, that people are really freaked out and shit by things that is kind of mild in our lives. How do I word that?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, I can't base their reactions on how I'm going to react, because it's not going to be the same.
Like, that's nothing.
And I'm being let down because I'm like, oh, okay, I lived through worse than that as a kid. You know, I've seen worse than that as a child. So yeah, so I'm kind of fucked up in that way, but I don't know. I will say the author of this book, they write it to where everyone in this book is your family. Like, you really fall in love with all the characters. Yes.
Oh, I love
it. You become very protective of them and you really care. So when you do read about fucked up things, you know, you take it kind of personal and you're fucking pissed. And that gives you a reaction for sure, because you care about these people. But she tortures the characters. She does. And it's almost like, bitch, you're a sadist. Like, I almost want to talk to the author, because you really torture everyone in this book, and in different ways. And, you know, it's a good storyline and stuff.
Like, physically or mentally?
Both. Some both. It's just like, this is one of those, I said before that I really liked Black Mirror because there's no happy endings. This book does not have a happy ending. That I appreciate, but it's just like, for what reason did you fucking torture these characters so bad? And then I read somewhere that she has a habit of doing this with queer male characters in books. So I'm kind of like, bitch, do you have
queer men?
Yes. Do you have a vendetta? Like, what's going on? Why? What are you doing this? Like, is your subconscious doing this, or are you purposefully doing this to these characters, these queer men?
Damn.
Yeah, it's a little harsh, but it was really good. I do recommend it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna record like a little I don't know.
Video of you crying?
No, I did. I wish I would have. No, a review. Just a review for people to not get discouraged in the beginning. Because it's not slow starting, but it's very descriptive and like having you learn who these people are. But it's important. You have to. How did the fucking appointment go?
So the 2 hour, it was a 2 hour phone appointment.
That sounds like hell.
It was crazy because it did not feel like 2 hours at all.
For your brain.
At all. And so they're evaluating.
Was it questions or what?
Yep. It was a lot of questions. Shit like.
Can I have a cigarette? I had a dream I was smoking a cigarette.
Go for it.
Since you have these.
These are a little different.
Why not?
They're a little lighter.
I'm going to give you a wish.
Are these lucky?
What are these? These are not
Marlboro Ultralights.
I used to smoke Ultralights.
Marlboro Ultralight 100s.
Maybe that's why it looks like this. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they don't say lights on it anymore.
They don't say ultralight, and they used to. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I'll just trust you, I guess.
Wait a minute.
What? There we go. She has 2 cigarettes in her hand.
I don't know where one came from. So, questions like...
Wait, first, who was the doctor?
It was a woman.
Okay.
And the first thing she said to me at the beginning was, what do you want out of this appointment? And I said, I want someone to listen to me, and I want someone to believe me.
Okay.
She proceeded to ask me all questions about childhood. So many questions. Was I a hyper kid? Did I have low self-esteem as a kid? How's my self-esteem now? Because I guess typically people with ADHD have low self-esteem, right?
Really?
I guess. I don't. And I said, let me elaborate for you. As a child, absolutely I did. Horribly. I can remember crying over it. I can remember feeling like a burden to everybody. An afterthought. But now, as an adult, I've worked so hard to become the person that I am. I really love who I am character-wise. And statistically, again, shouldn't probably be where we are. You know? So I'm proud of that. And then she asked, am I a picker? And then there were questions thrown in.
That's interesting because I wouldn't even remember to mention that you're a picker. You told her you are, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Am I a picker?
I'm like, you're aware that you are, right?
You're picking your fingers right now.
Right.
She's like, are you a picker? Fucking, are you disorganized? Are you easily overwhelmed? And it goes through like every phase of your life. And, and then on top of that, at the end of it, she goes, I just want you to know. She also said, we're evaluating you for OCD as well.
Yeah, good. Caught on to that. Did you talk about your eating habits?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And how we joke about intrusive thoughts and shit. I brought up you a lot because a lot of the questions regarded my job and my business and, things like that. Or how often do you hang with your friends? How often do you talk with your friends? And I kept having to say, I'm going to exclude the best friend I do the show with because that doesn't count. We have a business together.
Right. We don't really hang out otherwise unless there's like a reason.
Yeah. But at the end, she said, because during the conversation I had said, it's to the point where I'm fucking a hazard to myself and others. Bitch, I almost killed the animals in this house twice last week because I put it was 103 degrees. I put the fucking heater on, dude, instead of the AC.
And left?
About to, thank God. Mark said, why is the furnace kicking on? Oh, I accidentally put the heater on.
I was going to cook them. On your way out the house?
2 different days, yes. I told her that.
Did you tell her it's getting increasingly worse as you get older? It's like not even laughable anymore. It's like you're going to kill yourself or others.
I tell
on
her,
accident.
I think my car's in park, but my car's not in park.
Yeah.
You know what I forgot about?
You're putting lit cigarettes in your purse. Like, like it's getting crazy.
She goes, do you ever jump into conversations that aren't yours?
Oh, yeah. It's your favorite thing to do.
Everybody, every conversation is my fucking conversation. What are you talking about?
Thank God.
She goes,
she
give
was
me an
asking
example.
all the how much time you got, lady?
I said, let me tell you about the vet recently.
Oh my fucking God. Every conversation
Where I
is
jumped in the
your
doctor's conversation and told the lady my recommendation.
Something is wrong with you. There's a lot fucking wrong with you.
So now I have to.
I feel like I should have sat in on this appointment. I'm nervous. I'm like, did you cover everything? Because there's a lot.
Yes. So then after that, Mark had to fill out a 180 question
About
survey.
you?
Yes.
Why didn't I get one?
She goes, your husband or your best friend needs to do
Both.
it.
Give me one too. Jesus Christ.
No, really. So listen. So then I had to fill one out about myself. Then I have to go August 1st for an in-person. I might drag you with me, actually. I have to go for an in-person. The only thing I'm worried about, because she was talking about very rarely do people with ADHD just have ADHD. It's always combined with something. And I'm like, I already know I have anxiety, and I know what triggers that.
And OCD.
For sure. But I know Kaiser loves to fucking label people depressed and put fucking SSRIs and be like, you have to try this. And then she had mentioned, well, maybe some classes. And I was like, listen, I don't mean to be disrespectful. I don't think I know everything, but I'm going to tell you right now, put it in my chart. Don't recommend a class because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing class anything. I said I would rather raw dog every fucked up part of life than fucking do classes. I'm not doing classes.
Yeah.
Fuck your classes. And I'm not doing therapy right now. I don't want to do therapy.
Yeah.
I don't want to trudge up emotions. I don't want to do that. You know, like, let's focus on these things for once, right? I've focused on these things like forever. But at the end of that 2-hour phone appointment, she said,
Was she crying?
No. But she goes, I just want to let you know, I leave my phone in the fridge a lot too. I have ADHD. And I said, that's good to know. I appreciate somebody with ADHD being the one to evaluate me. And she said, I heard you and I want you to know I believe you.
Okay.
So that was pretty validating.
Yeah, that's good.
Instead of the first lady who goes, I do all of those
You're
things.
depressed. Yeah, everybody does to some degree.
And I'm like,
I hate being told
do you have
that.
ADHD? I don't know.
Then why are you on the phone with me? Like, I hate you.
I hate you, bitch.
Yeah.
So it felt like it went pretty well.
Yeah.
We'll see. I have to meet with.
So will you meet with her when you go to your? Oh, it's another one.
It's the head of the ADHD department. It's a dude, a shrink.
Okay.
We'll see
All right. Well,
what happens.
let's just keep going. It's a process.
It's a long fucking process, but I'm like, okay. I missed like 3 appointments, so
Yeah.
like maybe that shows.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see, but
Well, that's good. That sounds like it went good and it was thorough.
it was,
Yeah.
and she listened, so that was good.
Right.
Compared to the first lady who's like, "You're depressed. Do you want Zoloft?"
Right, right.
No, bitch.
That shit is hella
I don't.
fucking frustrating.
It
Can we
is.
please have a garage sale?
Oh God, yeah.
I've been fucking
Gonna sell myself.
like soon though. Like next weekend. Like soon. Please.
Appearance.
Because I have shit built up,
I
bagged
seen
up.
your fucking under bed post.
Yes. So yesterday I started, I don't even know how I got on that. Oh, Hoarders. I was watching Hoarders. There's a new season of Hoarders on Netflix, and it's one I haven't seen before.
It takes place in my
And
garage.
The first episode takes place in Hayward, and
Really?
and she was a motherfucker. She was it was these boys' mom.
She's like, I'm not getting rid of shit.
Gertie. I was gonna fucking drive to Gertie's house.
I do like
She
the
was
name Gertie.
pissing me the fuck off
For a lizard.
Jesus Christ. But I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Like this reminds me, I need to do this. I need to do that. So you never knew this, but like at the end of my bed where my long mirror is, I had like hella fucking shoes, like newer shoes, but like shoes that don't have boxes. And I've been meaning to put them in these shoe containers that I have under my bed all dusty, and then like replace some of the ones that were in one of those containers for garage sale. And like, so last night I was watching and I got motivated. And so I took a bunch of those shoes out that I'm going to get rid of, filled up those containers, vacuumed all under my fucking bed. Big spiders, fucking disgust.
There's
dust
probably Spider
bunnies,
City under there.
hella dust bunnies under it was so fucking disgusting. So much shit. A piece of a bagel that was probably older than peas. Like just the nastiest shit under that bed that like fell behind my bed.
I love it.
So I got all that shit out and vacuumed everywhere. And then I started going through my nightstand, which turned into me going through. I got like this bin when I was thrifting the other day, and I was like, I could keep important documents in this, like our business docs, birth certificate, shit. It turned into just hella shit, and it ended up being like a 6-hour project to where it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, I have to feed peas.
I'm not even halfway done.
No, I have hella more to do, and peas ain't ate nothing in a while. It was just
like, apple juice, please.
Yes, it was just a whole fucking thing.
Yep.
But now I just have more bags, more. It's growing and growing, and I have to get rid of that shit. So like, even if we did a one bonanza extravaganza, we just get rid of it. We got to do it.
I'm down. Let's do it. Okay. I was looking at shit out there.
Okay.
And I'm like, I can get rid
it's
of
like
this.
Too good to donate.
And I need to
problem.
find my photos.
Yeah.
Which would help if I got rid of more shit.
Yeah, but I have shit that's like, I want to sell it, but I don't want to have to worry about shipping it.
Yeah,
and I have
dealing with
stuff
people.
that's too good to donate, and I don't want to donate it somewhere where like they're going to sell it and make a profit and not discount for poor people. Like, fuck that. Even if I sell everything for a fucking $1, it's better than giving it away to some people that are going to sell it. Yeah.
Goodwill, who's going to price it at fucking ridiculous
Target prices. Yeah. Yes, fuck them. I'm done with that shit.
Massimo pumps for $29 and
in Goodwill. Yeah, I'm not playing them games anymore. So I just want to liquidate.
Rodeo Goodwill's gone though.
Liquidate all of it.
Okay.
And fucking get rid of it.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Me and Mona spoke. Did I tell you that? I didn't, huh?
We haven't really talked.
So
you just make sure I'm alive.
It was the 4th of July, I think. Or the day before.
Do you feel good about it?
I do.
Okay,
I do.
Good.
It was the day before. It was the 3rd. So the girls, so we had planned, me and the family, my nieces and shit, and my sister-in-law, we had planned like a month or so ago to have all the little kids take pictures on the 4th or so we thought, but then like the plan got just abandoned. But I had ordered outfits and sandals for the girls, and so I was like, shit, like the 4th is coming up. So I hit my ex-husband.
See?
Oh, get that. You're on fire. What are you doing? What?
You know, burning my fucking tit.
Was that where the cherry went?
Yep, in my tit. Good thing I fucking have picker hands made of callous steel.
You have ash all over your chest. I think you just pulled your nipple out on camera.
Did I?
That's how it's like, oh, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? Get that fucking ash off your chest.
I don't think I did.
I think you did, but we'll check the footage. Jesus Christ. I think she just pulled her nipple out, but I don't know.
You guys won't get to see that.
Sorry.
That's the fucking...
Oh my God. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm totally fine.
You're not. No, you're a fucking mess. But anyway, where was I? So... Fuck. I was like, the plans are coming up. I haven't heard anything. I need to get Lonnie. So I was unable to reach out to Lonnie's dad now. But I was like, let me talked to my ex-husband because I knew he had recently talked to Lonnie on FaceTime and Mona was there and it was okay. Aww. So I was like, let me reach out to him and see if he can get her or if he can coordinate it for me and see how, and then we'll go from there. So I was like, hey, call her and ask her, is she okay with like meeting me somewhere so that I could get Lonnie or something, or like taking her to my niece and then I'll go get her. Is she okay with that? Not that I was trying to sneak and get her at all, but we hadn't spoke. Yeah. And it wasn't good. So I was like, do that for me. So he hit her and she was like, yeah, like, I'm gonna call you right back about it or whatever. She was out. So then she called him and she was like, I'm totally okay with, her going, but I need to have a conversation with her first. And I was just like,
great.
Okay. I hate those. So, he calls me and tells me, and I'm like, whatever I got to do. Like, I want to be good so that I can get Lonnie and, maintain our relationship.
Yeah.
Whatever we got to do. So I called her and we both kind of stumbled on where to start, conversation wise. And so I was just like, I just told her, I said, I just started off like, you're not my enemy. I don't hate you. I love you. I still pray for you every day. I want good things for you. But I need to be good with you so that I can, it's okay for me to get Lonnie. And how do we do that? And so she, we talked and, she told me something that I didn't remember, that like, she didn't want me to do something to like have contact with Lonnie's dad and not her, I guess, to get Lonnie. And so I was like, I don't remember that conversation. I wouldn't have just purposefully ignored what you said if I remembered it. So I apologized and I told her, I'm not saying you didn't say it. I'm just saying I don't remember the conversation. So I apologize.
And you don't remember so much.
Yeah. And so how can we, move forward now? Because that wasn't my intention to just look like the asshole that's like going against your wishes with your kid, So, we talked, and so we arranged for me to get Lonnie that night. And so I went to her house and we hugged. Good. And I got Lonnie and it was really good. I was supposed to keep her for much longer than I did.
Did you cry when you saw her?
No. But I was happy, really happy. I'd prayed for that. I was really happy to just be good. All other shit aside, I'm just going to like put that, compartmentalize that for now, worry about other things later. But like for now, like let's just be good so that I could have her and, we're still cool. And so, I didn't end up keeping Lonnie as long as I wanted to. She's funny. She's hella funny. She, started saying she was sick and I don't know if she has allergies or what, but she was coughing and, I'm hella scared of Peas getting sick. So after a couple of days, I had her for a few days and then, I was like, she kept saying she wanted to go home. I don't know if she missed her mom or if she just really wasn't feeling good, but I took her home and then, but it was nice. It was a nice visit and I was happy. We didn't end up taking them to take pictures yet, but we're going to. And like I told Mona that I got their outfits and shit and she was happy with the idea.
That makes me really fucking happy, dude.
And then for the 4th, me, Lonnie, Peas, we went to my sister-in-law's and we hung out with her. There was really no one there. It was just like her and my brother-in-law and my niece's daughter. They're all the same age, Riley. And so
they're so fucking cute
together. It was so funny because like the 3 of them, my brother had went and got fireworks because he was like, damn, y'all ain't got shit. So he went and got fireworks. Like nobody cooked or anything. This was just like a last minute. Yeah. So he went and got them some shit, drove to go get it. I felt so bad because the kids did not want to fucking watch it or anything. Right. And so he gave them sparklers. They had fun with the sparklers, but then when Pea's sparkler went out, she touched part of it that was hot. Not the very end, but like midway.
Did she cry?
And burnt her. It scared the fuck out of herself. She didn't have a blister, but she did have a red spot. So I get ice and everything, but she just, oh my God, flipped the
world was ending.
Yes. So she sweating, cried herself to sleep on the couch, did not want to look at anything. She was like, I want to go home. I want to go home.
Everything's over.
Fuck fireworks. Yeah. Yep. She already don't like loud shit anyway.
Nope.
But it was just so funny because my brother was like, y'all don't even give a fuck about this shit. Like, fuck it. I'm not lighting the rest of this shit. So I think he like sold it to a tweaker that's like next door, because I saw her walk up and I'm like, why the fuck is she here? This white lady that ain't got no teeth. And he either like sold it to her or like gave it to her for in exchange for her to clean up the other shit that we did. I don't know, but I was like, get her up out of here.
It's me.
She was pissing me off that she was like with her girlfriend or whatever, hella too close to my car. I don't know. I was irritated with her. But yeah, it was just funny because he's like a grumpy old man and he was pissed because these little girls did not give a fuck
They're
about
not
his
impressed
effort
with his
at all. I was like,
fireworks.
thank you for your effort, even though they do not give a fuck.
Yeah, they didn't care.
Not at all. But
Oh.
I'm just happy. I was happy with that.
I was grateful this year that I didn't hear fucking bombs over fucking
Really?
small town until fucking 7 a.m.
I did.
Oh, I didn't.
I
And
did all the
thank
way. I was like,
God.
so apparently my neighbor spent $23,000 on fireworks. I take it because it's not stopping anytime. It went on until the 7th. I was like, okay, enough. I'm going to call the cops.
No, for
Like,
real.
enough.
I'm going to have Crystal call the cops on all of you.
For real. I was tired of the shit. Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was actually
Good.
not bad this year. Thank you, Lord. Or maybe it's because I was so sick I didn't fucking notice. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, I was fucking happy with
Can we
not
talk
hearing it.
about what happened the day of the 4th while Stevie was at work? Because what I ended up doing is I dropped Bunny off at Stevie's job. And that was
right
how,
after it happened.
and that was how I found out about this lovely incident. So take it away. You can tell the story of, because I just love it.
So, you know, obviously Stevie is a fucking child. She's 16. She got a job locally. It's a food place. She loves her job. She works like 3.5-hour shifts. Anyway, she goes to work on the 4th. A dude in his 20s comes in with a 3-4-year-old with him. And he asks if, you know, she's working behind the counter. And he asks if she can plug his phone in. And she's like, yeah, of course. And he calls her homie. So she's like, oh, whatever. Maybe it's one of these white dudes that call everyone homie. She's like, sure, no problem. She plugs it in. Then he starts asking her, like, doing small talk. Asks her about her nose piercing. Then he proceeds to ask her, are your tits pierced? Then asks her if she's going to get her tits pierced. My poor kid is so uncomfortable. She's like me, doesn't like confrontation, fucking.
But her reaction to that, her response was, no, I'm 16.
She said, I'm a child. Mm-hmm. She said, no, I'm 16.
Before
I'm a
I could
child.
even go off, before I could even start to go off,
Yep.
Bunny told me that part. And I was like, oh, good girl. Make him
Good.
feel like a motherfucking pervert.
So then he starts taking photos of her. Thank God, a manager, a coworker,
Peeped what was going on.
put the dude out. He's not allowed back in. Asked Stevie if she was okay, blah, blah, blah. She was okay. But the rage I felt, the rage Mark felt, the rage fucking you felt, this fucking baby is just working at a job.
And I'm so excited for her to be working
She
because none of
loves
the
it.
rest give a fuck.
They don't
none of the
want
other
nothing
kids
to do with it.
No, and so I'm so proud of her, and I see myself in her, and I'm
Yes.
like, I love this. Like, how do you like it? I ask her all these questions about work every
Loves
time I
it.
talk to her. You know, I'm really excited for her, and then this fucking happens, and I'm just like,
It's very angering. And then yesterday, a video circulated of a woman in a dollar store just minding her own fucking business. And a dude ejaculates on her leg. And then you go to the comments and it makes you hate fucking men. Because some were
amount of
making
people-
jokes. Some
majority, I think, we're making jokes.
Why did she let that happen?
The amount of people that were saying, well, you stood there and let him finish. You piece of shit fucking bitch.
What do you mean she stood there and let him finish?
Even if she did, even if she froze in terror.
Hello, fight, flight, or freeze. 3 fucking responses.
Just the brains of these people. I was reading the comments like, society is just like in the toilet.
Man, and so Mark made a comment on one of them and it said something like, y'all really prove the point of why women choose the bear.
Thank you.
And the amount of fucking hit dogs that hollered.
The amount of men that were like, she's not going to see this and give you pussy, bro. She's not going to let you hit. She's not going to see this comment and let you hit. And he's like, wow. What the one I loved was he responded and was like, you can always tell basically like who doesn't get none on a regular basis, and that's where your brain automatically goes to. If that's where your brain automatically goes to, that someone's thinking that way because
or the fact
they
that
want pussy, like,
or the fact that you're only fucking kind to women as a performative action to get pussy. Like that says a lot about how you feel about women.
It says everything.
We're doomed as a society.
We're doomed. It made me think, thank God.
Women, protect yourselves. Like for real. That's all I can say.
That happened on June 23rd. I know because that's Bunny's birthday.
Yeah.
And I didn't see, the footage came out yesterday that I saw. So it went viral. And then who was it?
His shirt literally said something about sucking his dick.
It has a candy cane on it, and it says it ain't gonna lick itself. If that's not hi, I'm a raper, oh my God.
And her voice for these men to make these comments, and you can hear
she's wailing.
In her voice,
she's wailing and
despair, the violation.
She's chasing him out the store and then just stops and is like hysterical.
And you can hear just the violation in her fucking voice.
Trauma.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was so hard to watch and hear that.
Yes.
So fucking, it happened in Philly, and, Meek Mill is from there, and he spoke out and he was like, Philly is small. Like, somebody knows this piece of shit. Like, I got 2 bands for whoever could find him.
I love that he did that.
He was like, you have to record yourself with him. Like, don't approach him, but you have to show yourself so I know it's you and that person that you have located them. And then I got 2,000 for you. Well, that piece of shit ended up turning himself in that night. And I think that was probably some motivation because, people are probably like, I want 2 bands,
For sure.
He turned himself in. So
he better be fucking charged.
The media is saying when there's a mugshot, of course they're going to circulate it. But I'm like, he better do jail time. He better. I don't know what kind of charge that would be. Some kind of assault, but something that's,
oh my
that's
God.
A sex crime. That's disgusting. For sure. That's so violating. And it made me think, and the Stevie situation just made me think about a couple weeks ago when I told you, I think I called you because I was so bothered by it.
You
I was
did,
on my way somewhere. I think I was on my way to record the guided meditation. I stopped to get gas, and it's in not really a sketchy part of town, but it could be. There's a lot of weird people there sometimes, but this wasn't even one of them, surprisingly. I'm in line to pay for gas. There's this girl behind me. She's maybe 20, probably 19, 18. And she's in a sports bra, some workout shorts, and some tennis shoes. Looks like gym clothes, right?
Yeah.
And she's standing behind me, and then behind her is this old grandpa pop looking black man behind her, right? Looks totally decent man, whatever, didn't expect anything weird. We're in line to pay for gas, and I hear him say, oh, are you on your way to go work out? You work out? And she was like, he's all loud as fuck in her ear. And she's like, oh, I just finished actually. And she's laughing, still facing forward. And so he goes, well, it sure looks good from back here, talking about her ass. Then
baby.
Yes. And she's like, thanks. Real dry.
Because
still
what do you
facing
say to
forward. That? Right. What kind of response do you want, Papa? So then he proceeds to take it even further. What are you doing? Leg presses? What are you doing? Lunges or what's the one where you're hip thrusts? He's asking shit like that.
So he can envision her. doing them.
And she's like hella dry, like just a bit of everything or whatever. And I turn around and I had like a hood on and I was dressed like Adam Sandler. This is reasons why.
Right.
Big ass sweatpants on, hoodie, whatever. I turn around and I'm just like shaking my head and I'm just like, psh. And I look at her like, damn, you know, like, can he leave you the fuck alone? And so he stops talking and I go, you know, and they're getting gas right next to me or whatever. And then he's like not far. And I didn't hear him say anything else, but I'm just like, can you just exist? Can people just exist without being fucking questioned and have things pointed out about their body by a goddamn man?
Like, you're old enough to be her grandfather.
Literally somebody's grandfather. You're probably on your way home to dinner with your wife. Like, I was so fucking disgusted. She's just trying to exist in line. And I'm thinking about our daughters. And I'm just like, God damn, like, it's disgusting. It's just, and even me being dressed like Adam Sandler, it don't always help. Like, they still be having shit to say. It's fucking, it's tiring.
So, you just reminded me. Day before yesterday, I went into not my regular liquor store, but a liquor store around here. Mm-hmm. I go in, and the Indian dude that works there is probably like our age. He used to work at Mountain Mike's before that. So he's been in the neighborhood for years. I go in and he goes, oh, hi, Crystal. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And he goes, oh, you lost too much weight. You look better before. Way too skinny now. And I said, well, good thing I asked for your opinion on my body, Preet. Bitch.
I can't. I would have like grabbed racks and knocked and pulled them to the floor.
I still don't feel good, bitch. Even if I wasn't sick the last damn near 2 weeks and I literally haven't ate, but even if I hadn't, why would you say that to me?
Oh my fucking God.
You lost too much weight. You look way better before. Too skinny now.
Because I really need to know what you think of my body. I live my life based on that. It just makes me think how I'm gonna shave my fucking head in a minute. I'm no longer dressing for the male gaze. I noticed, like, in what I be wearing and like the certain things I choose to wear certain places.
I dress for compliments from women.
From women and gays. And that's it. That is it. I do not any longer give a fuck about appealing to the male gaze. Like, I can't.
I hate to just sit here and feel like men bashing, but it's like, how many fucking examples of...
I'm going to start drawing a mustache with fucking Sharpie and a goatee, and I'm going to look insane. And I'm going to start fucking just doing that and like slicking my hair back or something and go outside like that because I'm tired as fuck of y'all. I'm tired. Like... Oh my God. And it's been like this. It's always been like this. Like, even when I was in my prime hoeing and shit, you know, me and Jasmine were wearing sweatpants and Uggs or pajama pants and hoodies and Uggs to the fucking bar and shit because we don't want to be fucking hit on. Do you think it worked? No, it didn't work. It didn't work ever. And I'm not saying that like I'm so hot. I'm saying that like I'm so tired. Like, and it's all women. It's not, you know, it's...
Ask most women what they were wearing when they were sexually assaulted. Mm-hmm. It's going to be sweatpants.
A jacket. A fucking... Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Always. It's never going to be a
mini
fucking
dress.
mini skirt, a fucking thong. Yeah. Never.
It's like a work uniform or a fucking...
Yep.
It's so tiring. And the audacity is just at an all-time high. And like, I really am going to try to force this lesbian thing. I am, because I don't have any respect. I don't have any interest. I'm so grossed out by men. Like,
God damn it.
An ex fucking text me.
I'm really gonna force this.
I'm gonna eat all the pussy I can because like I have to get over this. Men are already grossing me out more than ever, but like it's to the point now where like I never want you near me again. I got a text from an ex
because you're motherfuckers
last night or the night before and was like saying something like, I'm yours forever. You just need to know. And I was thinking, don't threaten me with that.
Put that
That's
on me.
That's a threat. Don't you threaten me with that. Like, are you kidding me? You're going to push me over the fucking edge. You're not
put that on me.
No, no matter what, I'm yours. I'm just yours forever. And I hope you know that.
Thank you.
I just read it and like threw my phone. I was just wall. Like, I don't fucking want that, bitch. bitch. Nobody wants that. Like, oh my God, give it to somebody else. Like, do I even act like I want that? I couldn't even humor it with the response because I didn't want that person to think I would ever want that. So I was just like, no, you don't even get a response from that. You're left on red.
I'm yours forever.
Bitch, I'll block you. I'll block you. If I can't just be your
These are
homie.
terroristic threats at this
on my life. Sorry. I feel scared now. I don't know. I'm not turned on. I don't feel love. I feel scared. That's a threat. I don't want it. I don't want that.
God.
I don't want that for anyone.
Don't ever.
No. So I think that like I've been too nice. You can't be friends with exes. You can't. They just want to fuck. They want to fuck you. They want to fuck you as friends. They want to fucking marry you. No, fuck you. No.
Fuck you.
If we can't be bros, I'm gonna start being like, I gotta shit. Like, I gotta fucking
start ripping them.
I'm not taking a shower today because I'm just lazy.
Rip
like,
ass
I'm just gonna try to be as disgusting.
Just spit everywhere.
I'm gonna try to make myself as disgusting as possible.
Digging your butt and smell it in front of them.
I'm just not digging my nose. I'm just not fucking showering for a while. Like, live.
I haven't brushed my teeth in 3 weeks.
I'm just not going to. Fuck it. Like,
fuck it. I don't even wash my hair no more.
I'm gross. Get the fuck away from me.
Look at my armpit hair.
Yeah, I'm gonna grow my armpit hair out. I'm just gonna start saying shit like that just to try to like deter, just repel men.
Not that there's anything wrong if you have fucking armpit hair, but
no,
I'm just saying to gross men out.
Yeah, periods. Yes. They're scared of periods. I'm
Write
bleeding.
Your name in blood on the wall.
I'm free bleeding. I'm free bleeding on my fucking bed. I don't care. I'll wash the shit after. Fuck it. I'm just tampons. It was
free bleeding on Bart.
Fucking, I'm free bleeding. Like all the toxic chemicals that were revealed in tampons the other day. I'm free bleeding anyway in my car. I'm just nope.
Like snails.
I just shove a t-shirt in there. I'm not fucking nope.
I don't shove anything in there. No. I just let it drip.
I just wanted to get it over with.
I pee on myself sometimes.
When I laugh too hard, it happens.
All the time.
If I wait too long, it happens. I'm just going to make myself as unappealing as possible. As if I'm not already trying to fucking...
You're like, I sharted.
Just lie. Just make up anything. We ain't had toilet paper in weeks. Like, just whatever.
Don't touch that pile of t-shirts.
Right. I might have lice. I don't know. Like, my head's been so itchy. Just make myself gross. I only want women and gays. I only want fucking...
None of men.
No.
Oh my God.
You're too skinny. You look better before. You're ugly.
You're
now.
too skinny. You look better before. Too much weight.
I'm going to go whoop his ass when we leave here.
Mind you, got a beer belly and all type of shit, and you got the nerve to judge someone else's body.
Just volunteering that opinion. No one asked for that.
That's why I was like, oh, good thing I fucking wanted your opinion.
Good thing I couldn't wait for you to tell me what you think of my body.
Like I give a fuck.
Oh my God. Audacity. It's never ending audacity. From the time they're kids.
And at first I was like, is it cultural? No, it's fucking men. Mm-hmm. I have to pee really quick. Hold on really quick. I'm sorry.
All right.
If I cough one more time, I'm going to pee on myself. Hold on.
You guys ready for some meditation? Take this time to roll your neck and take deep breaths. Close your eyes. It's so hot. Just feel the breeze. Pretend you're in front of an ocean and it's just blowing through your hair, or you're on a motorcycle going along the coastline. The breeze, the wind in your hair. It smells beachy. It's so fucking hot. I need a breeze right now. Deep breaths. I'm still here with you. Focus on something you really want. Imagine it already yours. You already have it. Speak it out loud. Speak it into existence. It belongs to you. You already have it. Put it in motion. Feel feelings of gratitude and thankfulness for you getting it because it's already on its way to you. More deep breaths. Roll your neck. Lay your head back and relax. Relax to the sound of the dog toenails that are going up and down the hallway. That ticking. Little tip tap. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Imagine you're floating.
Sorry.
Okay, she's back. We can come back now.
You can come back now.
Open your eyes, crack your knuckles, stretch, give yourself a good stretch.
Cartwheel.
No.
Cartwheel.
No, not cartwheel. That's not part of it.
Did I lose my phone? Looks like I lost it, guys.
You got to go get it or what? Okay, we're back.
That's why we need meds.
My pants are still wet from dumping water on them. Cooled me down. The other day we went on a piercing date and
I saw that reel. It was so cute.
I got my nose jewelry upsized or whatever, and then Bunny got her belly button pierced. And so we're like, I'm starting to fill out my consent form or whatever. And then they were like, oh, okay, you're her mom, right? Talk to Candy. I'm like, I'm her mom. Hello, me. That ain't happened in a while. That's only happened with her. Like, she's the only one that, like, I guess be passing for other people's kid. I don't know how.
That's hella funny.
But it was a fun day. Bunny has a lot of eating habits that I have. And the older she gets, the more they come out, or she's just like accepting of them. Like her meat has to be burnt, really. She's super weird about meat texture.
She does.
We have this thing where if we're not eating Chipotle every single day of the week, we get Wingstop and then we bring it home and burn it and then like high five and eat it. But we have to bring it home. But we have to bring it home and burn it.
What do you do? Put it in the oven?
In the air fryer. But we have to burn it so it's the texture of fucking a belt.
Yes.
And then we love it and we finish it. But she used to waste it. And I would be like, I'm not fucking getting you Wingstop no more. And then finally one day she let me burn it like I do it for myself. And it's perfect. And she eats every bite. So,
yeah. It has to be like shoe leather.
Yes.
Fucking
But,
beef jerky chicken.
When we order shit at restaurants now, it's like the same thing. It's really funny. And Stinker's OCD be coming out. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but like whenever he's eating or drinking anything, I haven't pointed this out to him, but I think I might because he's been having anxiety attacks lately and panic attacks. And I just need to kind of check in with him about mental health stuff.
Yeah.
And also make him aware that I'm aware of the OCD shit in case he doesn't know what's going on. But when he's
you
eating,
think he knows?
I don't think he maybe knows what it is. But like when he's eating or drinking anything, candy, food, anything, he will not finish like the last few bites or the last few sips of a drink. Intentionally, no matter what it is. It could be a piece of candy. It could be a plate of food. It could be a soda, water, anything. So like in my house, I notice Bunny does it sometimes too. But with him, like, the amount that he leaves is so specific that like I'll know right away whose plate this is, whose bottled water this is. I don't even have to ask. And it's like, it's been like that since he was a kid. So I need to like make him aware that
like,
hey, that's a thing.
You get it from your mama.
Are you okay? Yeah, right. And are you doing good? Like, do you need any help with anything? Because yesterday he was really sick and then he started to feel better, and then in the evening he was having trouble breathing, and I think he was having a panic attack again, and he just had one a few weeks ago. So I need to like talk to him so that he knows like what's going on, and you know, if he needs medicine for it or something, or trouble centering himself.
Always, when I used to get panic attacks, showers would help. Charlene's really calm,
Yeah.
soothing.
Well, when you're out and shit, like the last
you
time
can't jump in the shower.
when I was on the phone with him, I had him pour water on the back of his neck because he didn't have any ice. But I told him if you put ice on your neck or something, it's almost like it snaps your body out of it and draws your attention to something else right away. And so he didn't have any, but he had a bottled water. So he poured some on the back of his neck and it like brought him out of it.
Good.
Yeah. So
it is helpful.
Yeah. It seems like it's happening more often. And I don't like that it happens in public or when he's driving, and you got to know how to ground yourself.
Yeah.
So
it's really fucking hard. You got to mind over matter. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's easier if you have somebody leading you, like helping you, like calmly breathe in through your nose. Charlene does that shit.
I just did that with our listeners. An update. Since my credit report wasn't run, they refunded me on my screening application for that house we went to go look at with Mark. That was like a $50 fee.
Good.
They refunded it. So I'm still waiting to see if I get a refund from the other one that I paid for. But that's a nice little update because that scam had me pissed the fuck off that I'm just paying fees, and not being considered.
It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. The other day we went to go, do Naya's dress fitting. Her dress came in for her.
Oh, nice.
Cotillion. And as we're driving down the main road down here, like where you get on the freeway, a flock of turkeys starts crossing the road. Okay. It's like 10 at first. And all of us in the car. So it's me, Naya, Stevie, and Stevie's boyfriend, right? Me, Naya, and Stevie are like, oh my fucking God, they're going to get hit. Fuck. So I pull over to the side of the road. I'm getting ready to jump out.
Not your job.
Naya jumps out before I can. Girl, we looked real. Naya had on fucking gray and pink fucking pants. A huge oversized fucking tall t-shirt, dude.
To go to your dress fitting?
Yep. Just didn't give a fuck. She jumps out, takes off across the fucking street, and is guiding the turkeys across so they don't get hit. Fucking stopping traffic. Stevie's in the back and she goes, oh God, there's more. Starts screaming. I look, here come 3 more out the bush. So fucking Naya's guiding them. And not only does she have to guide them across the fucking main road, but then the freeway entrance, there's 2 ways you can get on. She has to guide them across those because they're going up the hill.
It's not your fucking job.
We would have all had heart attacks had one got hit. After the 13 get over here, come fucking 3 more. And Stevie goes, oh my God, I can't look. And fucking Naya's handling it. I'm like, you good, Buck? She's like, I got it. She gets it. We get all done. She gets back in the car. The turkeys are safe.
You're proud.
Stevie's boyfriend goes, I'm so proud. I'm like, these are the girls I'm raising. Fucking.
I'm like, gun it. They'll move.
Buddy feels it too. It's great. She goes, or Stevie's boyfriend goes, I've never seen anybody behave or act that way over turkeys in my life.
That.
And we were
that.
crying, laughing. And I was like, get used to it, buddy.
Yeah.
It happens a lot
He's
here.
like, can you shut up?
He was like fucking like this the whole time.
Like, we got places to be.
I was like, we're insane.
And knowing you, I know you were running late. No?
No.
Oh, look at you.
I was fucking on time. Only because when the kids have appointments, they make sure I'm on time.
Oh, okay.
That's why. Not
I didn't know if they
like
were
I'm
like you
leading
in
the
that
fucking
way.
show.
Okay.
God no. We would have went there fucking next week.
Why did my notes, dude? My notes are disappearing again. Remember last time I needed a new phone? It was doing that.
Yes.
Like, don't start this shit.
I also would like to say that, not say that, or
What do you say?
I just want to make aware.
What?
Haaretz, the Israeli newspaper, it's finally come out, the report that the Hannibal Directive was used on October 7th. The majority of Israelis were killed by the IDF due to the Hannibal Directive, something we have said from jump. That
Go look into it if you don't want to hear it from us.
Yeah, go read
Now
about it.
It's on record.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. I'm so tired of the shit. Like, how long? is this shit gonna be dragged out?
Oh, or the fact that the Ukrainian fucking hospital was fucking hit and the 36 kids died and everyone's in a fucking uproar because they're white children.
Right.
How many dead Palestinian babies do you have to see blown up in hospitals?
Yeah.
Before you give a fuck.
They don't count, I guess.
Before you give a fuck.
So angering.
It's fucking beyond angering at this point.
There was a Jewish man that is in the news because Delta Airlines pulled him aside and made him flip his shirt inside out.
I saw that.
It said basically not in our name. And then on the back, it said Jews for a permanent ceasefire or whatever on his T-shirt. Delta Airlines made some weird comment, made him flip his shirt inside out, and haven't spoke out apologizing. Like they're upholding that policy or whatever.
Then fired Delta as well, fired their steward for wearing a Palestinian flag pin, fired him.
And called it Hamas.
Yes. And
What's
said they would have
happening?
been terrified.
Delta is a shitty fucking airline anyway.
I hate fucking
I hate
Delta.
flying them. So honestly, it's not going to be hard to add them to the list and avoid their flights. We hate them now also. I've been watching a lot of shit.
It feels like we live in the fucking upside down, dude.
We do. I hate it. Every day I hate it and I have to fight to stay alive.
Yeah.
I finished a show, Your Honor. The last time we recorded, did I tell you I started it? Okay, I finished it. 2 seasons.
Good.
I've been on one. It's really fucking good. It's on Netflix. I recommend you guys watch it. I spoke before about the previous season of Worst Roommate Ever. And it's basically like murders and
I've been
shit
watching it.
Yeah,
I watched it.
Season 2 came out, blew through that.
Yeah.
That's really good. I watched a mini series on Netflix, The Man with 1,000 Kids. And it's basically in like the Netherlands or somewhere.
I saw
it's in
the
Europe.
trailer for it.
Well, what ended up happening was it's like abuse of sperm donation. And like, you know, it's supposed to be limited to prevent cases of accidental incest.
Yeah.
And this guy has found a way to just like, I mean, I don't know how lucrative it could be, how much they get paid per sample or whatever submission, but he was doing private submissions in addition to registering for every sperm bank everywhere in the world. And he's fathered like 3,000 kids, they think. And in Europe alone, in these places, there's like, it's almost a guarantee that there's going to be some accidental incest among the kids when they become of age. And
What
it's
a
like
piece of shit.
a scumbag. It's so disgusting and narcissistic and just like intentional. And then to find out that like him and another friend had come up with this plan. It's really good. I think it's only like 3 episodes, but it's really good. And if you are somebody, I know I talked about how easy it was for one of my sisters to get a sperm sample. Yeah, I guess for her pregnancy. But I mean, this is a real concern. Like, I don't know. You guys should watch it if you've ever considered or planned to consider.
That's fucked up. So if you want to date someone who's the same ethnicity as you, another honk.
Yeah, there's a real high chance.
We're like, we got to do our fucking ancestry first to make sure we don't have the same fucking parent.
Yep. Ain't that gross?
Yes, because I would fucking die.
And then there's these doctors and shit talking about the Luke and Leia syndrome, like from Star Wars. Because you know how, I guess, I'm not a Star Wars person, but they like made out and it turns out they were related. They were siblings or whatever. And so they call it the Luke and Leia complex or syndrome or something, where people have, because of sharing genetics, you have like a predisposition to be attracted to.
There's been cases of mothers and sons
that were never raised
daughters
together and shit. Yeah, and they end up together and fucking.
Yeah.
But it's like a scientific phenomenon and it can happen. And they're saying that because of that, the chances are even higher of there being an attraction without knowing that that's why. It's just chemically happening.
Oh my God.
And yeah, it makes it harder to avoid.
That man needs fucking arrested.
He does.
You're a piece of shit. There's fucking rules for a reason, bro.
Yeah, and him just abusing it and his fucking typical white man entitlement. And then there's levels of racism in it because him and like one of his colleagues or guys that he does this with, they call themselves like super suppliers.
God.
They were saying like Kenya is like booming for white male sperm samples right now. It's like a booming market for white males. And so there's like records of them saying that they're trying to bleach Africa and with their sperm, and that's their intention and their goal.
Outlaw it.
Yeah, it's racism. It's white man disease racism, the fucking mental illness that is embedded in their DNA. And yeah, there's levels of that. It's disgusting.
Jesus Christ.
I also watched, I already spoke about Hoarders. Oh, and then I revisited An American Crime. Remember that movie?
No.
It's about the girl that like her parents were traveling and her sister were left with a neighbor lady. It's a true case. It's a really old movie. Remember the one from Juno, that actor that played Juno?
Yeah.
They're in it, but it's from way back in the day. Anyway, they get left with this neighbor lady that they met through church or whatever, and she's like needs money. It's like in the 50s or some shit, and she ends up abusing the fuck out of these two girls while her parents are working out of town, and kills one of them. And so it's crazy. It's really abusive and fucked up, and it's a true story. But they put that on Netflix, so I watched that again, and it's really gross just to see. One thing that stuck out to me is like this lady was like sassing her boyfriend or disagreeing or whatever, and he slapped the shit out of her, and it was like normal, and she didn't freak out and like, you know, like we would today or should today. It was like he's like, you need to be quiet or get control of yourself. And that was normal, you know, like to smack the fuck out of your wife. And it just stuck out to me, just like, God, I wouldn't have survived back then because I'd have just been slitting fucking throats.
No.
Yeah.
Eileen Warnos.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
While sick, besides, I've been mostly reading, but I started watching 6 Feet Under. It's on Netflix. It was the show that was pretty popular. It came out in the early 2000s, I think, 03, about the family that owns the funeral home, and it's at their house. They have the business in their house.
Is it real or is it? It's a show. Oh, okay.
It's fucking good.
Really?
I love it.
I'll check that out. Where are you watching it?
Netflix.
Oh, okay.
It has C. Michael Hall.
I don't
dude
know
that
people's names.
plays Dexter. Mm-mm. Did you ever watch Dexter?
Mm-mm.
Girl, you need to watch Dexter. You would like Dexter.
Really?
Dexter's great.
I'll check that
out. But it's fucking good.
Okay.
I like it a lot.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is.
I love it. It's good.
Just being around the house. I've been watching hella shit and reading books. I'm excited to start another book.
Yeah, I can't wait till we're done recording so I can fucking knock that out.
Yeah.
It's hella good. That one's fucking good. I've read some of her books before too. We have some write-ins.
Yeah, let's do some write-ins.
Get to fucking.
Do you have some already pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting sweaty again. I'm gonna have to.
I know, me too.
Do this little water trick.
Watch this, guys. Look at that.
It's gonna look like I peed when I leave.
Perfect for the men.
Right.
Pour it all in your crotch.
That I want comments from. Great. That's great.
Pour it all on your crotch. Okay. Let me get it together. Look, I'm like, yep, I got him I got him ready.
You pass it. Here you go. Stupid whore.
Selfies of
It's
me.
her posing seductively.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Let me go to screenshots. Here we go. You want to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, ladies. I want to start off saying I love the show and hearing all the crazy stuff you both been through and laughing at all the dysfunction. I've been a listener for a couple months thanks to my girlfriend. Speaking of which, I have a story / need advice for this situation. I was hoping you guys can give me some. I'm going to try to shorten it as much as possible. So me and my girlfriend have been together for 2 years now. She's amazing and I love her so much. Recently, we just had our anniversary and I thought we were fine. My girlfriend has been working really long hours and days, and she's been going through a really tough time, and it started to affect her and how she was acting and talking to me. She'd get really upset because she'd get called in for OT on her off days, and other life situations was hitting her all at once. We tend to fight over small things sometimes, but lately it's been because she's been being really mean to me. And I know she doesn't mean to, and I've been trying to be patient and be there for her because when I was down, she was there for me. But 3 days after our anniversary, we started fighting because we were both grumpy and a misunderstanding. This led to a really big fight and breakup. I told her I hated her and fuck you, and told her all these things that I now regret. She says the reasoning for the breakup this time is because she needs time to herself, because she wants to work on herself and how she communicates, and that she thinks about us and how long we've been together, and it scares her. This was really random to me because the start of the argument this time was because I felt her mood was off when we were texting at work. I know her and I know when she's in a mood, and I felt it, and I asked her if she'd like me to leave her alone for the day. Our relationship hasn't been perfect, but it was a really solid one for the most part. We weren't on and off. I mean, we fought but made up within 3 days usually. I feel like she's hiding something from me, and maybe she did something and don't want to hurt me. She says she hasn't, and there's no one else, but one day she came out and said she had something to tell me, and she was scared to tell me. So apparently a man at work who she claims was older than her grandma gave her this wedding band looking ring. I think I didn't react crazy to it because she said she swears he was older or just as old as her grandma. I asked her then if there was anything going on, and she said no. I believe her, and she told me she was going to go back to work and tell the guy she couldn't accept it, and she wasn't going to talk to him anymore. I was also having bad dreams about her cheating and breaking up with me maybe about a month ago. I thought it was strange because there was like 3 back to back. She says she does feel like it's because she fell out of love with me. So I'm truly confused at this whole thing. Let me add that she was once married before, and she said she feels like the longer we're together, she feels like we should be having serious life events going on. Apparently she meant marriage and building a life with me. I want to clarify that I never pressed her about marriage or kids. I mean, we would joke about what our kids would be like, and we talked about baby names before, but nothing serious. I'm really confused because I don't know how we got here, and she says she's been feeling like this recently and was afraid to talk to me about it. I don't know what to believe or what to do. I hope you ladies can maybe help me figure out where we went wrong. Do you think the relationship is worth fighting for, or should I just let her go?
Step it back.
You know me.
I'm going to say
Let
there's
go.
So much fucking going on and just that write-in. It seems like your ex-girlfriend does not want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Don't force it. Don't try to force it.
Nuh-uh. And don't try to fix it because it's not for you to fix.
No.
Like, she's already said that she needs to take some time. So just leave it and move on. 2 years is not that long.
No.
Like, you can definitely move on.
It feels like forever, but it's in the scheme of things, it's not.
Yeah. And I'm sorry because it doesn't sound like you want to be broke up, and it sounds like you're really confused. I would be confused too, but just take it as it's not meant to be right now.
Right.
And let that shit go.
Right.
Don't make her give a big explanation. Don't worry about finding a reason. You don't need any other reason other than what she already gave.
And for future, when both of you are mad, Mark and I actually just had this talk not too long ago. When both of you are mad, don't try to problem solve because you're not going to problem solve. You're going to create bigger problems. Leave the situation, fucking come back to it the next day when everybody's calm, level-headed, and is in problem-solving mode.
Yeah.
Because you can't. You can
when
say
emotions
sorry,
are high, like you're not gonna solve anything. I feel like.
and you can say sorry, but your partner's never gonna forget you saying "fuck you," "I hate you," "you're a stupid bitch." You can't take back words. So keep that in
if
mind.
she's
for next
already been
time.
acting fucked up and talking to you crazy and shit,
Sounds like she's been pushing you.
and it sounds like you're
away.
giving excuses, like work, being called into work,
Yep.
like these are everyday normal life occurrences. That's not excuses to be talking to you fucking crazy.
No.
That person doesn't want a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, so just
I'm
take
sorry.
this as the sign to just move on and let it go.
For sure. And
Yeah.
good luck and just focus on yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Working overtime is no excuse to
No,
fucking be rude.
to be talking to your partner crazy and
No.
no. There's always going to be things going on in life. You know, that can't be a reason to talk to your partner fucked up. Don't make excuses for that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What?
I completely forgot. While we were sick last week, actually, so Naya was sick Tuesday. Mark and I got sick Tuesday night. But Tuesday we got a call. Mark's ate, his cousin, who we're very close to. She was diagnosed with cancer like a year and a half ago. She's only a couple of years older than us.
We literally were with her a few weeks ago. She
At the
looked
house.
totally fucking fine.
You would never know.
You would never fucking know.
But she was diagnosed with, her cancer was already stage 4 a year and a half ago when she was diagnosed. It was terminal. We knew that. But Tuesday morning we got a call. Ate's in a coma. She doesn't have long. She fucking took her last, and we raced there. She took her last breath as we walked in the door. That was really fucking rough. That was
This is somebody
horrible.
in their immediate family that Mark is very close to. Like
They grew
when
up
we
like
have
siblings.
Yeah, and when we have family gatherings, like she's there, you know, and it was so unexpected. That was before you guys got sick. We were already,
Yep.
I was already like, we're not fucking recording this week. And then
Yeah.
you guys got AIDS shortly after.
Seriously.
Yeah, no, that was fucked up. I told Bunny and she was like, what? Like,
Yeah, it was fucking, and you know, her name's Dory. Her children, our niece and nephew, one is a sophomore, one is just made 21. They're babies.
yeah.
At one point, you know, the immediate family were in the room and Dory had passed and she looked beautiful because her daughter had done her makeup and her nails and she just looked really beautiful. And on one side is Dory's mom, Tita Baby, and she's holding her daughter's hand and rubbing her hair. And then there's Dory. And then on the other side is Dory's daughter. So it's 3 generations. And one mom is saying bye to their baby. And then a baby is saying bye to their mom. That was really fuck. And then Dory had a dog, Mila, who she was very close to. And the family wanted the dog brought up to say goodbye so that the dog would know that Dory didn't just abandon her. And they were like, how are we going to get this dog up here? And I was like, hello,
You.
fucking white privilege. I'm going to use it. I fucking got the dog, walked that baby right up in there. But when, you know, Dory was already passed and I set the dog on the bed and oh my God, the dog just went and laid on her chest and started giving her kisses. And I was like, I have to step out because I'm going to fucking lose it in here. And you know, Dory was the one that would make fucked up jokes with me that had fucked up sense of humor and
Yes.
would appreciate it. And there were so many moments in there. I wanted to say really fucked up shit, but I was like,
Yeah.
Dory
She's
would
the
appreciate
one
it.
that would have.
She would appreciate it, but
Yeah.
let me not.
Yeah.
And at one point, Ate Shea, which is Dory's sister, and Tita Baby, Dory's mom, they're taking her jewelry off. And I walked in and everyone's crying. And I was like, fucking grave robbers. And
Stupid bitch.
It was a much needed laugh.
Yeah.
But fucking, I had a lot of good
You
ones.
bitches are in here stealing already.
Jewelry. She's not even cold.
You fucking poor thieves. Get off of her.
They were unscrewing her diamonds out of her ears.
Get the fuck off her now.
But that fucking really sucked. It sucks. I cried. I cried for, oh God, probably 5 days straight. I just cried.
Yeah. I didn't even know what to say,
not to cry.
and was just like, fuck, like any food I could bring for you guys, or there's anything I can do, because that was like I said, an immediate family member. That wasn't like a distant cousin or like, you know what I mean? That life is hella fragile and it scares me. And
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
That whole day I was just thinking like how 1 minute you never know, you know, like you could be gone.
She went into the ER the night before at 2 a.m. with some confusion and was in a coma and passed within 10 hours.
That's so sudden. That's so fast. Like, that's too fast. That's the scary part. You can't even prepare, because it feels, even though she was sick, like for someone that's walking around looking fucking fine.
Yes. It was.
How do you prepare for that mentally?
Right. And, you know, I think she knew how sick she was, because in May we did
Stevie's birthday.
Yeah. And then right around that time, we also did her daughter's birthday brunch at her house. And we were in the backyard. And I had said, like, how are you doing? And she was like, I'm good. And I leaned in her ear and I was like, you're a fucking bad liar, bitch. But I just knew she wasn't telling me the truth. But it's like, it's a big loss. Like, it's a big fucking hole. It's like
I hate it.
It's the first cousin. You know, there's a group. There's like.
And she's so young. Like, it's so fucked up.
And her boyfriend, I felt so bad for her boyfriend too, because we all have each other. You know, the family is like connected because we're family. But her poor boyfriend, I don't know. We still invited him to Nice Cotillion.
Good.
And, you know, I just felt so. He was like, I had everything last week. He was like, and now I have nothing. And I was like, oh my God. Fuck.
It's awful.
Awful. But the start of this write-in just reminded me. It says, trigger warning, Dead Parent Club. I was listening to old episodes like I always do, LOL. And Crystal telling a funny story about Billy had me bawling because he reminds me so much of my mom who passed. She wasn't on meth, but she sure acted like it. It's called ADHD.
Remember that lady? I was like, she's on meth bad. And you were like, no, she has ADHD.
I was like,
she's not even on drugs.
Unmedicated ADHD. She doesn't even
I was
do drugs.
convinced, like, and I sold meth for a while. Like, I'm very familiar with meth heads. And I was like, oh, she's bad on meth.
She was describing her. She was like, you know that fucking lady that's hella on meth? And I was like, no, bitch. That's her unmedicated ADHD.
Fuck.
She don't do no drugs.
At all. Oh my God.
And you would think she's a full-on tweak.
Full-on tweaker. Yes. No.
Nope.
Oops.
Yes. So, she wasn't on meth, but she sure acted like it. We had a very complicated, mental illness-filled, traumatic relationship, and I had to distance myself from her to the point of basically no contact for a long while. Basically, me and her had the exact same personalities and dynamic as Crystal and Billy. An extremely similar timeline happened where I started to actively work on my relationship with my mom. And even though we were close and she'd make me die laughing, she was also frustrating to no end, similar ways to Billy. She even got sick in a similar way to Billy and passed in a similar time frame.
It's similar. It's not similar.
Similar.
There's no U in it.
Don't hate on my dialect. Listening to how both of you opened yourselves up to your parents again is legitimately the only reason I was able to have my mom again before she passed. And listening to Crystal deal with grief over the first year prepared me just in time to be able to take my own grief on. Of course, it wasn't easy, but it was something I could deal with and even feel taken care of through, because I had a preview from y'all on ways to think about things, how to let myself feel, and understand how grief isn't linear. We all hear those cheesy sayings, but I didn't truly understand the depth of the truth until y'all. Pat also helped me leave my marriage and a different toxic relationship. But this is already too long, LOL.
Good girl.
So just thank you for the life-changing ways you've helped me and everyone you guys come in contact with, not even just listeners. You two simply existing as who you are, honest, really is powerful and transformational. You've definitely gone in the direction the universe hoped for you. Ugh. Second, in one of those episodes, Crystal talked about the bathroom brawl.
What bathroom brawl?
The bathroom brawl she had with Carolyn and Nona. Oh. I hate them. How are you going to be in a wheelchair, bitch, and hit me in my back? You old bitch.
I shouldn't even help you. You're on your own, bitch. Now. Yeah, you're on your fucking own.
I can't believe she left out such a huge detail. What were y'all's costumes? I need to picture it fully. Carolyn was probably a fucking panda. The bitch is always a panda or a fucking doctor. She wears scrubs. Nona didn't want to dress up, and I wasn't dressed up. So it was just fucking Carolyn.
Assholes.
Asshole Carolyn. She was a fucking surgeon or whatever. She has a surgical mask on and scrubs. Let her operate on you.
You're not a fucking surgeon.
Let her operate on you. Let her give you a medication dose.
Right. Oh my God.
All right, sorry. Oh man, I forgot all about that. I don't know how I can forget about those things. All right, here.
Theas, I need your help, in all caps. As always, I want to thank you for creating this platform. You have got me through a long-term breakup, complete career change at 33, traveling away from home for long periods of time, and you guys have been through it all by my side. I'm so grateful for you both. Now on to my questions. I'll try to keep it as short as I can. One of my closest friends is going through a mental health crisis at the moment, and I don't know if I'm helping or hurting at this point. She's a successful business owner with a partner and a gorgeous dog baby. I'm auntie too. Crystal, I'll send you a picture.
Thank you so much.
But about 6 months ago, she started to have some flashback memories from her teen years.
Oh, wait.
What? I don't think we did this. Oh, this is from April.
I just pulled right in the fucking email.
Yeah, that's not how you do it. That's not how you pull them. You're a fucking asshole, and I'm sorry. And I hope we gave you great advice. Oh my God. Let me do it.
You do it.
What is wrong with you? Yeah, no. Nope. You're fucking
I'm gonna
stupid.
fucking send a copy of this video to the fucking doctor, evaluating me.
To the doctor at Kaiser. Oh my God.
I burnt myself.
All right.
How to use the bathroom. Look at, I do got a burn on my boob.
Take your nipple out again. My God.
I gotta make sure to tell Mark I don't even know what time it was.
All right.
Okay.
Let me just make sure we didn't read this. We didn't. Okay. Hi, Theas. I hope you're both feeling better. We're not. I know all the stuff going around is tiring, but I hope you both are recovering well. I'm a longtime listener, and for the first time, would like to give myself a birthday shout out. I turned 34 on July 31st. I'm a thoroughbred Leo.
Hey.
Ew.
Love you.
And I'm very emotional but brash.
Yep.
I'll be traveling to Iceland as a gift to myself. I'm like, can we move there? Because I know all them kind of countries are very nice to their population.
And Iceland is actually not icy. It's green.
And beautiful. Like, I want to move somewhere like that eventually. Okay, where was I? I'll be traveling to Iceland as a gift to myself, and to disconnect from my life's chaos.
Love it.
I love that. This last year has been full of ups and downs. I had to put my adopted dog, Leah, down last August since her health took an extreme decline over a short period of time. While I only had her for 3 years, she was my everything. To make a long story short, I'm still absolutely not okay and feel deep sadness and a huge loss.
Absolutely.
I'm feeling the same amount of sadness and grief I had when she first passed, since the 1 year mark is approaching, and even more that she won't be here with me on another birthday. I'm sorry if this took a very sad turn, but just thought maybe a little birthday shout out from my 2 favorite aunties that I cannot live without will cheer me up a bit. Your podcast is a gift and keeps me sane. I send my love to you both, and sorry you both had to deal with on and off illnesses lately. I hope when all is well and you're able to read this, I hope when all is well, you'll be able to read this. And I always look forward to the next episodes. Thank you again. I love you both and all fellow listeners, and most of all, Free Palestine. I'd also like to send a huge congratulations and 100 hugs to my Palestinian friends / former co-worker Hiba on her wedding, which is July 26th. I think of you and your family every day and support you and your people through all this. I know someday soon we'll be able to fully celebrate when your country is free and thriving. I love that, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I love that so
Free
much.
Palestine. Speaking of weddings.
Hey, yeah.
Was so fucking beautiful.
So fucking beautiful. Talk about a beautiful ceremony of love.
A beautiful fucking bride. Just beautiful everything culturally. Oh my God.
I was like, congratulations. Like her posts made me emotional.
Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful bride, beautiful ceremony. Made me so happy.
Yeah, congratulations to her and her new husband. They're a beautiful couple.
I'm going to read this. This is kind of just for me, but I'm going to read it anyway.
Of course you are.
Hey,
it's like, hey, Pat, I love your big tits.
You're so beautiful and smart. Just kidding. I just make them up. Hey, this is for Pat. I messaged Crystal on her IG, but I figured this is probably more appropriate. I know you got caught at Target for switching tags, and so did my dumbass. I just want to know, did you get a lawyer or jail or like, no. I don't know. But I have a 2-year-old and I want to know if I need like an attorney or what. Hopefully I can hear from you guys about this one before my court date on August 1st. This is the community I've always wanted for myself.
Girl,
you're fine. I'm surprised you even have a court date. It's gonna get thrown out. Like, don't worry about it. Let me just tell you, I bailed out and never even paid my bail.
I never paid any of my fines.
No, I never got fines.
So I got a fine. This is like 15 years ago. Got caught at Walmart because the friend I was with is hella dumb and was opening packages of makeup all up there
in front of everybody.
Yeah. She got caught. I was with her. We both got fines. Walmart back then gave $500 fines. And then like a few months later, I got caught at Target. Again, like 15 years ago.
Did they give you any fines or anything? Did you have court?
I don't even remember. I want to say it was a $350 fine. If I had court, I didn't know about it. And I never paid them.
So what I went to jail for, I got stopped for that, but I actually went to jail for a warrant that I had, and when they ran my name, it wasn't for that. So my bail and shit, that was all unrelated to the tag switching, the discount giving. You're probably just going to get a fine, and I would say don't pay it.
And don't even be embarrassed, because
in this economy, I would just walk up in there and be like, in this economy,
Seriously.
Like, don't fucking play. Don't worry about it. It's not nothing serious. You
Don't
do
get a
not need a
lawyer.
fucking lawyer or any representation.
Unless you were in there fucking ripping off fucking $5,000.
Yeah, and fighting people and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I do know that my niece got caught shoplifting at Target before, and she was mailed a letter or something with like a $350 or a $500 fine, and it never got paid and it never went anywhere. Like, they just send
Don't
you
pay that shit.
No, you're fine.
The other Target is one of the ones where they have undercover and they seem to catch people a lot more. Target, Walmart.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Target and Walmart, especially Target because they have undercover security. They seem to catch people a lot more. So just be uber careful there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. This one we just read.
And no, I don't feel bad for people fucking shoplifting from them fucking companies. Because fuck them.
This needs to be read. It's just a note, kind of a correction in case we do want to make this clear. It just says, Psst, Black folks were enslaved people forced into slavery. We can't call them slaves because that's not their identity.
Yeah.
So we absolutely agree. And thank you for that correction, Mike.
Thank you. Which makes sense.
Absolutely.
A lot of sense.
Sorry.
I was just watching something earlier, and apparently Joe Biden is doubling down and is not stepping down. And he's like, bitch, I'm running. And really is delusional and believes he's going to win, which is not, obviously, we don't want Donald Trump. I hate him.
What do we do?
With a passion. The terrifying thing is, if you read about Project 2025, and yes, I know that we're already like in the startings of Project 2025, but under Trump, he's even said like he wants abortion medication outlawed and fucking, it's terrifying if you like really go read the shit about Project 2025. So I honestly don't know what the fuck to do. I don't.
We got to go to Iceland.
I don't. You know, my Aunt Desta moved to Portugal.
How do you keep up? I was watching that Man with 1,000 Babies and shit, and I was like, they were talking about how the kids doing DNA tests are going to find out they have like 900 siblings. And I'm like, Charlene, your grandpa was a narcissist in the same way, just kind of having kids every fucking
hated
where,
kids.
and didn't even want the kids, didn't like them and shit, and fucking made tons of them, just the narcissist in him. I was watching that, hella thinking about your family and uncovering all these siblings from a crazy person.
Yeah, I just actually, when I'm sick, my Aunt Desta texted me and was like, hey, niece, hope you feel better. You know, and I was like, oh my God, I love you. Thank you. I miss you.
How'd she know you didn't feel good?
I think she might have saw your video that you put up.
You have an aunt that follows us?
Desta.
I didn't know.
The one that had the piercing and tattoo shop?
Yeah. Oh, hi. I didn't know that any listened or followed.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
That's cool.
yeah, I told her, I was like, I want to talk to you when I feel better.
Up north?
She used to live in like Seattle area.
Yeah.
Up there somewhere. And her and her husband just recently moved out of the country.
And
because,
I'm thoroughly jealous.
yeah.
I'm ready to
same.
go. I'm ready to
They
pack
did
up.
a lot of research and then landed.
And you said Mark had a coworker that left and went to Greenland.
They're in Netherlands.
Or Netherlands. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go.
But I messaged my Aunt Desta and I was like, as soon as I feel better, I want to talk to you about some stuff because, you know, she's probably the only one that's going to talk to me about their dad. Like, my mom does not like to speak at all about him.
Yeah.
And I feel like my Aunt D is going to know more just because her mom, you know, spoke to her about him. And she actually has photos of him and shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
That would be interesting. Or if she
Yeah.
would even talk to both of us because I'm nosy.
yeah. I would love her to fucking
I'd love that.
Yeah.
I get sad and I wish that like my dad's mom was alive. Not to interrogate her, but kind of, because there's so much stuff that happened, a lot of which would not have been spoke on. But like, you know, I only know bits and pieces of a lot of fucked up shit. And I don't know. I just feel like
And who's left in the family that's going to tell you the
no
fucked
one,
up shit?
no one. Yeah. And I want to know.
That's where I'm at. I want to know. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. It happened. It's really fucked up. But like,
older generations were really big on secrets and secret keeping to the grave. And it's just like, no, I want to know. And I don't know.
yeah.
There's just a lot of shit that I've heard that I would have wanted to discuss with her. And, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of shit that I can't even talk to any of her kids about, because the level of respect that they have for her, even in death, they will not speak anything that even comes close to speaking against
Which
her.
is wild because
I think she really just pumped fucking fear in them that like carries over now into their old age.
I
and
would
like
want
they
you to
will
tell
not.
all my fucking business if
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
If someone wants to know, tell.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Right.
But it was so
They're not
different
like
back
that.
then.
Yeah, and they are not like that at all. At all.
What
But,
happens in the family stays in the
Yeah.
family behind closed
and
doors.
do not talk about it. And
Don't.
the stuff the little bit that I uncovered was just like not appreciated at all. Like they
were like, here comes
I feel
the
like they kind of
troublemaker.
don't. Yeah, I feel like they don't really fuck with me because of that too.
Like you did something
Yeah.
wrong.
God forbid I wanted to see if I had siblings. I didn't know that was going to come out, you know, like
Right.
yeah, families can be fucking weird.
Yeah, so I might even have to reach out to my mom's other sister. You know, the one whose mom was the favorite girlfriend of my grandfather, the one that did all the fucked up shit with him.
Yeah.
I might have to reach out to her. 'Cause I have questions.
Right.
And my mom would be like, you know,
Your mom has her own trauma. Like she's not gonna discuss that.
fuck no. Fuck no. Yeah, no. But I feel like it would be interesting.
I have a birthday to read that was from July 2nd. The birthday was July 2nd. So listening to your last episode where Crystal and Pat talked about their friendship and how unique it is made me cry because I'm so lucky to have a similar friendship.
Similar.
Not
I love
similar.
that. I love
She
that
said-
similar
She
friendship.
said similar. Yep.
Similar.
My best friend and
With
I.
a U.
There's no you involved. My best friend and I met in middle school through a mutual friend. Initially, we weren't friends, but quickly ditched our mutual friend for each other.
Oh.
We've been best friends ever since.
Us.
Even though we live in different states now, she is the person I can bare my entire soul to with absolutely no judgment. We laugh so hard together. We cry. We share similar fucked up humor, but also have the same core values of human rights, justice, and equality.
I wonder if her friend's a hater like you.
Or if she respects your fucking dumb language.
Fuck stupid
She
language.
introduced me to your podcast, and for that, I am forever grateful. I'm so fucking proud of her. She's a licensed therapist who works in a jail, providing much needed care to the incarcerated. I love that.
Same.
She's worked with so many vulnerable populations throughout her career, including helping families who have lost people to violence.
Wow.
She's also a badass who works her ass off and bought a townhouse by herself.
Go ahead.
I'm constantly in awe of everything she does, and I love her so much. Her birthday is July 2nd, and I'm so excited that we're going to get to see each other soon after her birthday. So happy birthday, Dana. I'm going to say Dana. I hope that's right.
Happy fucking birthday.
I hope this next year brings you all the joy and happiness you deserve. I love you. And as always, free Palestine.
I love that.
I love that.
And good for you, you
Yes.
badass. And I
And
love
doing
that.
doing the work that needs to be
Yep.
done. I love that.
For sure.
Love it, love it, love it.
And I love the friendship, the love.
Yeah. Make your family. You don't have to be stuck with the people you're connected to with blood.
Mark sends me text messages I don't even understand. It says, don't turn on the AC. The line is frozen.
What does
that mean?
Speak English.
Because in my head, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's frozen. It's going to work better.
That means it's
I'm gonna
icier.
sneak and turn it on.
Because that's what we want.
You have to fucking tell me.
Don't speak
why.
man. Speak layman's terms. Speak normal English. Don't speak man to me. Because the line is frozen. I want a frozen line.
Exactly.
I want two. Okay.
What the fuck?
That's it. Everything else we'll save for Patreon because I have a doozy that I'm going to share with y'all. I uncovered in my organizing and sorting of things yesterday. I'm just going to say that
Warrants?
kind of, not really, almost. What I uncovered was, and the world, like, if you ever deny that I'm a witch or have doubts or like the way that the universe be working for me and the things that happen to me, this is just an example of how much it's true. I was accidentally handed an entire investigation on me. I'm not going to say from who, but it's ridiculous. I forgot this even happened. This is something that I just let fly out of my brain, and I had no...
By a detective?
A wannabe detective. And I had no idea. Like, this was something that, like, we've talked about investigations and investigations, and it never even jogged my memory that this happened. Like, this is something I just let go and it was gone forever. And then I found it and I was reading through it, and I'll probably bring it, but it's so fucking crazy that it's just like, what is my life?
Who set that investigation on you?
I'm going to talk about it in Patreon, but it's fucking ridiculous. I'm going to bring it so I could read it and show photocopies of what it was, but it was accidentally handed to me. It wasn't even supposed to be given to me, but the universe was like, just take this.
It's for you.
It's for you to make that go away. Yep. So,
I can't wait.
Subscribe to Patreon if you're not already, and you'll get that story.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
It's fucking ridiculous. But thank you guys so much. We will post info about the garage sale because I'm about to stay on her ass and William about it as soon as we turn the camera off. And please come buy our cool stuff.
Please.
Yes.
And
subscribe, rate, review. Please comment on YouTube, and let's talk about how you feel about this episode.
Yeah. Let's talk about fucking free Palestine and free Congo
and azithromycin.
And wait a minute, how Meta is banning any content regarding the word Zionist.
Oh, that's great.
It's considered anti-Semitic now.
Right. Mm-hmm. To
Look
call you what you are, to call you what the name you chose. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Maybe if you weren't so evil, it wouldn't be looked at derogatory. Ever thought about that?
Wild, right? So
gross.
Sorry, I just thought of that. Anyways, thank you guys. Love you. Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Suck it easy.
Let's go to bed.